Welcome to week 43, day number 3. Can you believe it? I've been doing this for a year, every single day. I have not had a day off in a year. Been working every single day and bringing you this content. Been really working hard. Make sure you go through my videos and see everything that we have been doing yesterday and this week. Really has been a really good week. We have a ton of deals, we have portfolios, we have multifamily, we have hundreds of acres developments. We've been finding all these deals for the last year. And we have been connecting with people here online and stuff. Been networking. So we have been, if you follow this journey, you will see my earlier videos. I was a little bit like taken aback because I didn't know really what I was doing when creating content. And I still don't know. I just turn on the camera and go to work pretty much. And I sort of let you see what I'm doing. So, but today I will tell you how I raised $100,000 in one phone call. And it's a very surprising strategy that I discovered. I'm really sure that other people do this, but they don't share it, especially here on YouTube. But I am going to share it with you. And so if you're an investor, a real estate investor, if you are a real estate wholesaler, you're wholesaling houses, you're a real estate flipper, you're fixing and flipping houses. If you are even a realtor and you are looking to get into investing as well, and don't know what to do, keep watching this video. I will show you the chicken or the egg, or the chicken and the egg. Which one do I do? Do I find deals first and then raise money, or do I raise money first and then go out looking for deals? So everybody always talks about the chicken and the egg theory. I am so sorry, but that theory is extremely flawed, because and they get this from the evolution concept, where things evolved and so forth, and nobody knows what came first, the chicken or the egg in the evolution theory. So, but when you look at the real world, you know that the real world does not function according to the evolutionary process, because you don't find one before the other. You do them at the same time. So, spend half of your day finding deals and then half of your day connecting with private money lenders. And so that's what I do. And so every video, if you go back through my videos and my calls and so forth, and you can watch them, I talk about the mindset, about raising capital, and the way I do it. I mean, I'm not an expert and I'm certainly not a guru, but I have very good experience, finding capital for the deals that I find. And so when you do wholesaling and when you start in real estate, they tell you, find a good deal, good margins, good return, a good flip deal, right? And then find a buyer, find a cash buyer, right? So those two come together. So I thought to myself, well, I don't need a buyer. What I need is a lender that will either buy it with me, so I become part of the transaction, or who will, just lend me the money for it. So that is how we raise capital. So the secret pretty much is to, as you are making phone calls, and you are looking at deals, looking at opportunities, every person that you talk to is, has some sort of story. They're the entry point to a network. So I have a couple books that I always recommend to people, and that is Judy Robinette's book, How to Become a Power Networker. And then the other book is by Thomas J. Stanley, called How to Network with Millionaires and Their Advisors. And so in reading that book, it really helped me understand, or those two books, it really helped me understand that, we are looking always for people. And so what I began doing is I started to network and talk to all the people that I come into contact with as part of the daily phone calls, right? So the daily phone calls, that seller is the beginning of a network, right? A lot of times, you're calling other investors as well. So you're calling tired landlords, right? If you're calling probates, right? These might be, most of them are not going to sell, but they are inheriting somebody's estate. So when you look at all of the motivated seller lists, so you say, probates, right? They're inheriting, they're filing for probate, they're the personal representative, they're inheriting some property. So when you talk to those personal representatives, always start with the property, right? But a lot of times, we don't think about really the mechanics, and we just think in terms of like, okay, I'm going to hire a cold caller to go ahead and call them and ask them if they'd like to sell, right? And that's it. That's it. So the cold caller calls and says, hey, we buy houses cash. Are you interested in a cash offer? And if they say no, really, what do you do with that list? You just get another list, and then another, and then another, and then you're spending a ton of money skip tracing a bunch of lists on cold calling. And it's worth it because we make money when we actually do find a deal. However, you already have a potential list of people who are inheriting somebody's estate. Think about that for a second. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, go back through the probate lists that you already have. It's already in your database. And why not simply, reach out to them and just see how you can help. Just kind of get the gist of it. Kind of get the gist of why they didn't want to sell to you, right? And if you just simply figure out why and just say, hey, it's a project. It's a project I'm doing, we're a real estate investment company, and we reached out, and I want to know, how come you didn't want to sell this house to us? It's just purely, help me out. It's purely a research project. How come you did not want to sell to us? Is it because you get a million phone calls a day? Or is it because you already have it all figured out? Help me understand. And a lot of people will open up and say, well, yeah, it's the two of those reasons that you guys call me all the time. And as a matter of fact, I had somebody send me a contract and they didn't do anything about it. So I just gave up. So I went to a realtor, have it listed, and sold it. And I also had him list all of my parents' properties, or whomever the loved one was, right? And yeah, so we got rid of all that stuff. Because you're going back in time, right? You're going back, they already probably sold the property and stuff. So What did you do with the money? That is the next question, right? And so then you begin just talking to them. As I mentioned at the beginning of the call, Mr. Seller or personal representative, this is what we do. We're always finding properties and stuff. And if you know anybody, if you know anyone, or your parents, you think that you know someone that your parents knew that might be interested in generating double-digit returns, or might be interested in retirement income, or might be interesting in actually purchasing some of these properties or becoming a partner, let me know. Do let me know. Do you think you might know somebody like that? So that is just the probate list, right? You could do that. So these are personal representatives who are inheriting, for the most part, their loved one's estate. And you already have them skip traced. You already spoken to them. You already verified the wrong numbers or the right numbers and weeded out the wrong numbers. That's what I do. So that's what I do. So then you go down the list. So you go probates, you do the same thing. You come up with a nice script, right? So that's your script. It's like pretty much, why are we not doing business together? We've been talking about your property and so forth. Just wanted to get to know you a little bit better, and wanted to reach out and let you know that we are going to be reaching out to see if and send you some opportunities, right? Everybody, the thing about it is that real estate is very interesting to people. People want to know about real estate. As a matter of fact, if you go on, say, YouTube, and you search, you're on YouTube now. If you search, go on the search bar, and you search beginner investing, what's going to come up as most of the video suggestions is going to be real estate. Those are like the biggest views out there. Yeah, it's going to be stocks and so forth too, but if you just do that, if you just kind of become interesting by showing people about what you know about real estate, people become very interested, because everybody is interested in real estate. So I have I write down my scripts, or my pitch, right? My elevator pitch, as they call it. So when people ask me, what do you do for work or something, I say, I help people retire with real estate. That's it. And then, or I say, I help people retire using the power of real estate. Or I say, I help people retire by maximizing the advantages, the tax advantages in real estate. Or I help people maximize the advantages of real estate. I help people maximize the real estate benefits. I can go on and on. Whatever. If you really understand real estate and you like it and you study it and stuff, I study real estate a lot, but I'm not obsessed with it. I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, you got to love what you do and stuff. I don't think that's good advice. Let me just put it that way. I don't think that's good advice at all. To me, it's a hobby. Real estate is a hobby, right? And it's, good to have hobbies and stuff, because it is like, the game of Monopoly in real life. But I just talk about it. That's why I decided to create this channel, is to network with people and so forth. but also because I just like talking about real estate. So it's something I enjoy doing, right? And so as you prepare an elevator pitch, you just say, hey, so people again that have a probate going on and they're looking at different alternatives, they're talking to CPAs, right? They're talking to accounting professionals to help them, go through the transition of the assets and stuff. So a natural transition would be, why not network with estate attorneys, accountants, CPAs? These people help networking with millionaires and their advisors. Well, those are the advisors. And a lot of people that are well-to-do, they don't go through probate, but we're not looking for the well-to-do. That's another thing I discovered, in these surprising strategies I'm covering today, is that, in my opinion, when you start, you should, I raised capital from very well-to-do people, but to start, I think, and I started with very well-to-do people, but I don't recommend it, because to start, I think it should be the middle class type people. If you read another book by Thomas J. Stanley, which is The Millionaire Next Door, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have, it talks about, very interesting, how most people are, you wouldn't know that are millionaires. You would not know that they're millionaires, right? You just wouldn't know, because they're normal people and stuff, and they do normal stuff. So what I wanted to say about that is that it's a very good place to start, is with The Millionaire Next Door. So go down the list. So you go through probates, you follow the sequence, you already have these people, you don't have to spend any extra money. Then go down your lists, right? So you go down. When people divorce, as an example, I raised, so I got to know somebody who was interested in me teaching a couple, right, that they wanted to learn how to do real estate, and they own a very large company in the medical industry, and they're well-to-do. I mean, generating their company revenue, I think they said it was somewhere in like the $35 million per year revenue. Right? I mean, they have expenses, they have staff or whatever. I really don't know how much they keep, but I do know that they were dumping a lot of money into Bitcoin, into stocks, and buying like $1 million boats and stuff. And I asked, if they're financing all this stuff, and they said no. We're just trying to find places to park our money, and so we're buying all this stuff, And I said, well, I actually help people park money in real estate. I use their same language. And I also teach real estate. And I knew that because I knew to say that because they're using other vehicles other than real estate. I mean, who puts their money into Bitcoin, like large chunks? I mean, I don't know. It seems to me that'd be very risky because it's very new. It doesn't have a history like real estate. I mean, you go all the way to biblical times and you see, at the very beginning, what was the first thing? It was creating a garden, land, right? So real estate has been around, proven, chosen by God himself as a good investment. Talks about the land of Israel, a good investment. So when you really think about it, so Bitcoin is nowhere near the investment of real estate. I guarantee you that. So, all these people that think that other investments are good, I mean, I don't understand it because there's no history. I mean, how far can you go with stocks? When did those start? So they don't have a rich history like real estate does. Real estate is the ultimate investment. I'm not saying that those are not investments, but they're not as good as real estate. Everybody knows that. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. So let's not mince words. Let's just say that real estate is the ultimate investment. Ultimate. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's not precious metals. It's not rubies. It's not any of that stuff. It's not oil. It's not any of that. It's real estate. Why? Because you are inside real estate right now. You know, but how far is oil from you right now? How far is gold from you right now? Right? You can't touch it, feel it, nothing. But you, right this very minute, you are touching real estate, guaranteed. So that is why it makes real estate is everywhere. So it's abundant, yet it doesn't lose its value. Think about it. So anyway, so I showed them how to they can put their money into real estate, and really they're funding all of my deals right now. So right now I'm in a position to where I don't need to raise capital myself. I want to, so I want to help other people, and I want to repeat it. I want to network and see how I can help other people, which is why I am making these videos. But right now, as a matter of fact, we are pretty much looking to lend. Sorry about that, because lending is also part of the strategy, right? Because once you start raising a lot of capital and you get good at it, you are going to be overwhelmed if you do a good job of it. There's no doubt about that. Most people that take this seriously end up with a bigger problem, which is too much money and you don't know where to allocate it, you know, and then you switch strategies and so forth. So that's pretty much my situation right now because of them. And they wanted to be real estate investors. They were paying retail for real estate, and I showed them. I said, hey, look, we don't have to pay retail. Let's put your money here. Let's put your money over here. Let's look at it from another perspective. They were going above retail. I think that the realtor was kind of taking advantage of them. I showed them how we can do it better, how we can generate cash flow. They were just buying land and just parking their money there. I said, why don't we just, through the realtor, right? Why don't we just buy cash flowing assets, you know, and you let me retain, you know, I do all the work, finding it or whatever, you let me retain some equity in these, which I do have now, thank God, for the opportunity. But they were all about it. And I was just using my knowledge in real estate, and they saw that as very valuable, etc. And we're still like really good friends, you know, birthdays and so forth. I mean, you name it. But that is, you know, in my title, I have, you know, 100,000 that I raised, but it's way beyond that. It's just for title purposes, people. You know, I don't want to say I raised millions. I don't want to say that because people are not going to believe it. But I did start with 100,000, and it was just from the phone calls I make and stuff. That's part of the reason I do this, is because, and I go through deals, is because I'm finding deals. I try to find more deals and more deals and more deals, because there's a lot more money to be used than we have deals, right? So that's primary reason, you know, that I keep doing this job. But the primary reason that I'm here is just to network with you guys. So with that being said, let's just recap. So to raise capital, you know, connect with people that are gateways to networks. So everybody has a network, everybody. But so you just kind of pick the networks that you want to connect to. And you're already doing this. Like I said, probate list, go through the probate list, then everybody involved in that probate situation, right? And just network with them and just tell them, if you know anybody that would like to take advantage of the opportunities that real estate, write-offs, tax opportunities, you know, A question, ask them a question. Like, you know, I know that a lot of people invest in stocks, but can you write off anything, you know, from stocks? What are the tax benefits of investing in stocks? Can you do a 1031 exchange with stocks? And just see what they know. Maybe they have a super strategy that will benefit you that we as real estate investors, we don't know. I'm open to it for sure, but you know, just ask questions. And just tell them my specialty is to be a power networker, and I connect, you know, people who need, you know, an avenue to maximize taxes, get a great ROI, receive monthly or yearly income without losing the 100,000 in this example, right? You just get paid on 100,000, and you can either get paid monthly, however you want, or yearly. I prefer yearly, or you can get paid, you know, whenever we finish the project. In 3 years, I'll cash you out. You'll have your 100,000 back plus the interest accrued over 3 years. But you give them also, if you're buying, say, multifamily, you give them, or say a mobile home park, right? So self-storage facility. Give them the benefit, you know, but most people are flipping houses out there. So if you're a house flipper, you know, you can offer them, you know, the ROI on their money, the safety, which is what I do. That's what I tell them, you know, when I'm flipping houses, which we have a couple flips right now going on, simply because I had to put the money somewhere and they came across our desk. So we're going to go through it right now. I'm pretty much their assistant. We understand virtual assistants, right? So I'm pretty much their assistant. I'm finding deals for their money. That's it. That's pretty much what I do. Finding deals for their money. So I've become very helpful doing that to them. And, you know, the word will spread. Always try to pay people a lot at the beginning in exchange for word of mouth, right? So now that we have that ironed out, let's get into finding opportunities for deals or for money, right? So I'm gonna go into our CRM here and continue to dial. Don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe and hit the notification bell there somewhere. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of show you the process, right? I'm always, when I make phone calls, I'm always looking for buyers and lenders. Those two I classify in the same way, you know, because everybody might be interested in becoming a buyer. And if they're interested in that, then they might be interested in also being a private money lender. And also when we are pitching seller financing, that's a lender. So we will do that as well. Okay. Castleberry, okay. So let's see. Major repairs needed. The windows are old, needs to be replaced. It's still livable. Occupied by the owner. Okay, so it's they want retail for it. Let's see. Let me kind of see the rents real quick. So I'm going to Zillow. 354 on Zillow. They wanted 350. The rents are 2,300. So, and the estimated refi payments is 2,100. So cash flow maybe 200 according to those numbers, right? Let's call.
Hi, you have reached us, Rosalind. Please leave your message and we'll get back with you. Thanks for calling.
Okay, no answer. Move on to the next. We'll try later. Okay. So let's call this guy Ian. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. The notes say available anytime. Property is in perfect condition. Probably. So they want to liquidate. Mortgage, couple $100,000. He provided his other property. I want to sell, call him back. Okay, well. I just don't think that he's going to. $700, okay. Non-negotiable, okay. Okay, I will set first a few automations for him. Long term. Nurture. Okay. Let's go on to the next here. Rental property and currently rented month to month. Okay, they've been thinking about selling it, okay. Okay, this one here is, let's see here. This is in California, so let's see where. Okay. All right, let's see here. few rings. If they don't answer, move on. Let the automation try to get a hold of them, right? So put him attempted. Okay, so let's go into these pipelines here. Okay. Let's see if I have an appointment here. Okay, no appointments. Okay. All right, so this one here came from our Facebook ads. So let's see. Okay, notes, no activity. Okay. Address, okay, let's see it on Zillow real quick. So these are people reaching out to us. This is in Winter Park. Okay. I don't see any notes about answering the questions that we have on there on Facebook. Is the house listed with a realtor? No. Reason for selling, something else. Wants to sell within 3 months. Okay. Came from avoiding foreclosure. Tenant occupied. Behind on mortgage payments, no. Okay. Okay. His name is Joel. Okay. Okay, so let's call now. No answer, okay. Attempted, no answer. Okay, so now I'll move it to attempted contact. So automations begin. Let's see here, maybe he texted. Nope. Okay. Okay, next property here. He replied stop to our text messages. Okay, let's see if there's any notes here. Okay. Oh, this is a true fixer-upper here. Okay, very dilapidated. Chris, okay. Let's see. Currently listed, no, something else. Okay, wants to sell within 6 months. Okay. Owner occupied, he lives in the property, wow. Behind on mortgage payments, no. Okay.
Three, 5, 2, 3, 3.
Got your message from Facebook. Tried calling you a couple times. Is there a better time to call? Okay. So I sent him an email. Okay. So he's gonna go into attempt contact stage on my pipeline. Okay, so on to the next. Okay, so this is one we got this morning. Okay. But this is in Virginia. Let's see. No, it's in Texas. Okay. Wonder what it is. Looks like a commercial building. Let's see. Okay, so let's go through the notes. Not listed. It needs repairs and it's damaged. Looks like wants to sell ASAP. Okay. It's vacant, so that's good. Just confirm that the owner is who I will be speaking to. So I'm gonna look up the owner real quick, but it's in Texas, so. Okay. Herbal medicine. Okay, so see that this is a commercial real estate, commercial property purchased in 2019. MLS. Let's see. They tried listing it. 286. Let me see here. Not sure if that's a seller. Let's see. I don't think so. Okay. So let's call him.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Is this Mrs. Contreras?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So I received, this is Ben. I received you guys' request, might have been your husband, I don't know, through Facebook about your property that you'd like for us to take a look at in Virginia Avenue.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Brian, how are you? This is Ben.
Good, babe. How are you?
Oh, doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I was just calling you back to talk about a little bit about your property. I did do a little bit of digging, and I see that it's in Texas, right?
Yes.
Okay. And was it like some herbal store or something to that effect?
Say it again.
Is it a commercial property?
It's a mix, commercial and residential.
Gotcha.
Now it's residential. It's a single family home,
Okay.
but you can convert it as a commercial.
Okay. Okay. So you can still convert it. Okay. So did you guys do a zone change?
Doing what?
Did you guys do a zone change? Did you change the zoning on it?
No, I don't. That is the city hall.
Right,
So,
but you guys
I went to
haven't
the
done it.
city hall. No, no.
Okay.
I'm going to change, but I didn't.
Mhm.
But they told me it's allowed.
So they told you it's
This is
allowed.
yeah, it's an avenue.
Mhm.
So we can convert it as a commercial. We are 2 blocks away from hospital. Great
2 blocks.
location. They have a corner property. They have a 4,500 square footage.
Okay.
Very big.
Yeah, it's real big. That's real big. Well,
Yeah.
what?
They got 2 car storage.
Okay. What was it before? What kind of store was it before?
Before it's a single family home. Bedrooms, bathrooms, living room, dining room, kitchen.
Okay. So did you so you bought it like this, or how long have you owned it?
No, I knocked down the wall, the dry wall, the sheetrock, because it was terrible. So I knocked down all the walls, the ceiling, and the flooring. So it need to be replaced like a new one.
Gotcha.
I throw it away already. It's clean property, so ready for
To sell it. Okay. Do you have any pictures of it?
yes. I have a pictures.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, what I'll do right now, let me go ahead and
Okay,
text you my email address.
text me over
Yeah.
your name and email address so that way I can forward to you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me do it right now. So just so you can verify that you got it. Okay, I just texted it to you. Let me know if you got it.
Okay, this is my cell phone, no problem.
Yep,
I just got it. See?
you got it. Okay. So how much are you asking for this property?
Let me hold on 1 minute. Are you paying?
Yep, I'm Ben. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the property is for 149,000.
149,000.
Yes.
Okay. 149. Okay. Do you have a mortgage on it?
No, it's vacant.
No mortgage.
The title is free and clear.
Okay, clean title.
¿Cómo se llama?
Okay, clean title. Okay. Tell me about the roof. How old is the roof?
The roof replaces a new roof.
New roof, okay.
Yes, that's your 6 years ago. They replaced it with a new roof.
Okay. The hurricane, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me the square footage of it again, please.
4,500.
So 4,500 square feet. Okay. Yeah, that's what I show here on Zillow. Okay. How did you see our ad? Are you guys in Florida right now?
Yes, I'm in Gainesville, Florida.
You're in Gainesville. Okay. Do
Yes.
you live in
Where are you?
Florida now?
Yes, I'm here right now.
Yeah,
I don't know. Where are you?
I am close to Palatka. Do you know where Palatka is?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I know what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we
Nice,
could,
nice.
yeah, we could get together and kind of talk numbers as well if you wanted
Yeah.
to. But
Sure. No problem.
so you
I used to work in Palatka. When the
really
hurricane came, Charlie, yeah, I worked for FEMA.
for FEMA?
SBA.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, FEMA. So I went there and do some loss verified damages
Wow,
because I'm an architect, and then
you're an architect.
I went to
Okay.
Palatka area.
Wow, wow. Yeah, Palatka is. I like it. It's a good place. Um,
Yeah.
So let me ask you. You said you wanted 149,000 for it, correct?
Yes.
Is that
Correct.
the best you can do?
Well, that's like my asking. So I don't know if you how much you can offer.
Mhm.
No, I'm looking the money as soon as possible. I'm doing another project here in Kingsville.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Go ahead and as soon as you can, please send me those pictures so I can take a look at it. If you have inside, of course, and outside, just the best you can do. And then as soon as I get them, I'll talk to my partner and then I'll shoot you over an offer. How does that sound?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Sounds great. Thank you.
When do you think you can send those pictures?
Oh, I think so. Right now, I'm kind of busy, but as soon as I have a little break, I will send it right away.
Okay. You got it. I will text you later on, either later today or tomorrow morning, just to kind of recap. Okay.
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 Well, Brian, I appreciate it. I'll be waiting on those pictures.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That looks nice. The Zillow estimate, check it out. The Zillow estimate is 236. I'm gonna offer him $100,000. It sounds like he really needs the money, and it needs a lot of work. If you are in Texas, we're not really anything we get, outside of Florida and southern Georgia. We just wholesale it, or Sacramento, like Sacramento area, those we don't really wholesale, but anything outside of Sacramento, outside of Florida, and outside of southern Georgia, we will wholesale. We'll just let somebody else take care of it. So if you're in Texas, I think we're going to be able to get this deal. Listen, on Zillow, it's 236,400. And we will probably get it for 100,000. Okay, when it's all said and done. So if you are in the area, let me know. Okay, so let's make the notes here. Let's make these notes. Spoke with Brian. First, I spoke with the missus. Period. Very nice people. He's an architect and has worked for FEMA. Period. He is in Gainesville right now. Very familiar with the area, to Palatka, etc. So we potentially can meet face to face. He said he is doing a project here in Florida and needs to sell that property to do a project here. So he gave me details about the property. Period. He wants $149,000 for it. He has no mortgage. Has clean title. He said he has got a new roof on it because of the FEMA relief program. The property is 4,500 square feet. Period. He said he has cleaned all the sheetrock inside, but it needs a ton of work. So I am thinking of offering him 100,000 and see what he says. Okay. me this property is commercial use and mixed use. So we will see what we can do. Okay, he's sending me the pictures as we speak. Completely gutted inside. It's got a furnace. Okay. Yep, completely gutted. You know what? It looks to me like it was flooded. So that's fine. We know how to deal with that. Okay. So this we are going to make an offer on this. We are putting this on. Okay, so we are putting this on negotiating. Then I will add this to our list of people that are imminent deals. Okay, so I will put it right here. Okay. All right, so it's wonderful. Okay. So he sends the pictures right away. He said he wouldn't have time until later, so he sent them right away, which is great because I see he's really motivated. Whenever you have time, if you can send more, if you have them. Thank you. Okay. So he is taken care of. So let me. Okay, so that's that one. Let's go on to the next here. You have the wrong number. Even though she submitted the information here. Let's see here. Okay, so where is this? Gainesville. Okay. It's nice. Okay. There's like a mobile home or something. Okay. Okay. So on Zillow, it's 176,000. Okay. Let's see here. Six months, wants to sell in 6 months. Owner occupied. Okay. Not behind on mortgage payments. Okay, so let's see here. Rose, somebody. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Says we have the wrong number, but I don't think so. Rose, somebody.
Hey, John Michael here. I'll call you back later. Thank you. Bye.
It's like the phone number of a child. Phone number of a child. We'll try later. Okay. Okay. All right. This is what we do, so all day pretty much we look at potential opportunities. This is out of state as well. Waynesburg. Okay. West Virginia. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see what this one said. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any specific notes on here. Okay. Let's see what they say. Uh-oh. Okay, so the phone number is wrong here. I tried calling you at but doesn't seem to work. Is this the correct number? Okay. This contact info doesn't work. Okay, so this is not working for some reason. All right, so we got a really good one today. So a couple of them. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, and just kind of just making phone calls and talking to people. I have to go and deal with a couple situations here, so I will see you on the next video as we keep talking about how to raise capital for real estate, how to find private money lenders, etc. So see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.